Hey worship leader, it's Christmas, it's that time of year, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited about it. I like Christmas. I see comments on Facebook and in different groups where people are like, Christmas music, I don't like it, or it's difficult planning this time of year, and for me, I'm excited. I love Christmas. In fact, hold on a second, don't go anywhere. There we go, Christmas colors. How do you like that? And I already had my This Is the Way shirt on, so Merry Christmas, This Is the Way. Actually, we're not quite ready. Can you even see these Christmas trees? Here we go. Now it's Christmas. So I was thinking, whether you're a worship leader who loves Christmas or you just can't stand it, really, Christmas is coming, and maybe you have not planned it already. And so what I thought I would do today is bring you along to work with me. I've actually planned out the rest of the year already, but I'm putting some final touches on today, creating some Ableton tracks. And so I thought, hey, this might be helpful for some of you who are just struggling to put together things for Christmas. And it comes every year, and some of the things I do the same, some things I'm doing different this year. And so I just wanted to share them with you. Now, I will say at the beginning of this year, I had two main goals. My first goal was to make things as easy as I possibly could for the volunteers. I want my volunteers to feel appreciated. I want them to know that I'm thankful that they're there. I want to make things as easy as possible for them because they have lives, they have other things to do, and this is not their job, it's my job. And so it's just one of those things that I really tried hard to do this year, and I hope I did a good job. I put a lot of effort into it. The second thing that I prioritized, was my goal for the beginning of the year, was that I wanted to do everything I could to elevate congregational singing. I wanted people to be able to hear each other sing. One of the encouragements that we get as we gather as a body of believers is being able to hear each other sing the gospel to each other. And so I also feel like I've done a pretty good job at that this year, but I wanted to come back around at the end of the year as we're finishing up this year to really hone in on those two goals. And so I've prepared everything on Planning Center for my volunteers. I'm doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's a busy time of year, don't get me wrong. But the second goal of elevating congregational singing even more than before, if that's possible, was something that I really wanted to focus on this Christmas. And for me, that looks several different ways. But one of the things we did this year that I really like is that I built in even more times of just pulling back the band and singing a cappella. Sometimes we just have maybe just an acoustic lightly playing or piano, and then sometimes it'd be just completely silent. And it was just more rewarding than I thought it would be. And I know that this time of year at Christmas, a lot of us are thinking bigger, better. And this year I just decided to take a different approach. And so it's not less celebratory, but it's not bigger, better. And I think I'm really going to enjoy it. The second reason is very practical that we're going not bigger and better is because volunteers are a little short this year. People are traveling. So it just works out, and I'm excited to share with you what we're doing. So one of the things we do at my church is that we start in December singing Christmas songs. We kind of build into it. So December 5th, let's record my screen so you can see what is going on. And record. Okay, now you can see my screen. What I did, I just pulled up the month of December here, the 4 weeks plus Christmas Eve. And so what we did on December 5th is, my pastor likes me to do this as well, and just start slowly introducing Christmas music. So we sing The King is Here, not Christmas, but The King is Here, He's coming. I was still thinking Christmas themes like Emmanuel, God with us, He is the King and He is here. So I'm still sneaking in a little Christmas theme there. And then we go into Angels We Have Heard on High, which is the Awaken worship version. I really like that version because it's upbeat, celebratory, it's really good. And one thing I did differently this year, even though we sang it a bunch last year, is one of the women on my team, she was like, hey, I haven't been a Christian very long. I don't even know what these words mean. And so I took a moment before we sang Angels We Have Heard on High and explained in Excelsis Deo how it's glory to God in the highest. He is the highest. There's no one higher. And it was just really good to bring new meaning to a song that a lot of people know and are super familiar with. We ended with God With Us, which is another kind of a sneaky Christmas song because, you know, it's Emmanuel. I didn't learn this song as a Christmas song, but I'm starting to play it more and more around Christmas. And then we ended with His Mercy is More. Okay, so this past week, December 12th, we opened up with Exalted Overall. Again, not necessarily Christmas, but He's exalted. He's the King. I'm still got this like kingly, I don't know, I guess I was just thinking a lot about Jesus being king this year. And then we sang Hannah Kerr's version of O Come Emmanuel. This is a different style of a song for us. It's a little jazzy, kind of. You can go look it up. I really love it. We've been doing it the past few years. Then we do the Meredith Andrews version of Come Thou Long Expected Jesus. I absolutely love this song. There's an extra bridge in there. Some people don't like when you add bridges to old hymns like this, but this is one of my favorites. And I say one of my favorites because my favorite hymn of all time happens to be a Christmas hymn, is the one we ended with this past week, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I just love this song. And one of the things I said to my church before we sang this song was that The great thing about this song is that it's just doctrinally sound. These lyrics are amazing, and the second good thing about it is millions of people all over the world are singing this song right now. It's on the radio, it's in stores, and I shared with my church and I reminded them that every time we leave a service, we say, go with the gospel. It's like we've sung the gospel, we've preached it, we've prayed it, and now when we leave, we are going with the gospel. We're taking the gospel out with us as we enter our own world. And as we go into our lives, our jobs, I was like, what better way to share the gospel than to maybe hear this song being brought up over the radio at work, and you could just say something like, hey, have you ever considered these lyrics before? Especially the lyrics, God and sinners reconciled. I mean, that's the whole reason we gather. That's the whole reason for Christmas, the reason Jesus came to be with us. And so it's a really good song. It's my personal favorite. So if you're not doing Hark the Herald Angels Sing, do it. And the version I like doing is Jeremy Riddle. I mean, it's really cool. The only thing that's different about it, I guess I could play it for you. Get an acoustic guitar. We played it in the key of D, which is a little lower than I did last year, but it helped come out of Come Long Thou Expected Jesus, which I will say, Come Thou Long Expected Jesus, the Meredith Andrews version, is a perfect key in the key of D for the female vocalist, but the high harmony that the male has to do, I struggled and it sounded bad. I can't do it in that key. I would need to move it down to C to sing the harmony. So next time I will find a male vocal to sing the harmony who can sing higher than me. Personal note. But one of the things I like to do, and this is what I was forgetting to mention, that to help in congregational singing is that I like to do different versions of hymns and songs, but I like to pick versions where the melody is the same. That way people feel comfortable singing it. There's nothing worse than singing a song you think you know, and then the words or the sound does something different, and then people, they just stop singing and they start listening because like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know this one. And so I like doing this because it's very similar to the original, except for one part, and I overemphasize this part to teach our people, and I do it the same every way so that my people learn that this is how we're gonna sing it. But the Bethel or Jeremy Riddle version goes like this at the end. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. And there's really cool drums, and there's a cool electric guitar lead line in there. So anyways, it kind of pauses or extends that last line, and people might not feel comfortable singing that. So just make sure you teach your people the version you're gonna do. Moving on to this week, December 19th, we're opening up with our version. It's our own version. It's not recorded. It's just something I kind of came up with of Oh Come All You Faithful. I might as well play it for you. I got the guitar out. It sounds like this. The drums kind of go do 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 ka do 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 ka. Oh come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh come ye to Bethlehem. I gotta learn the chords, but you get the gist. And then we're going to Emmanuel, God With Us, which is a newer song by Chris Tomlin this year. I love it. It sounds great. My wife actually heard it on the radio or Spotify, and she's like, oh, you gotta do this song. So we're doing that one. And then the first Noel, the Phil Wickham style, which is kind of like the first Noel. It's a girl song. It's a girl key. A girl's gonna sing it this week. And then after that, we're gonna go into a corporate reading of Isaiah 9, I believe. Isaiah 9, 6, and 7. Yes, the famous Wonderful Counselor. You know that text. Then I'm gonna sing It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, and I'm just gonna do that real low key, just mainly piano, maybe a little acoustic guitar, and I'm just gonna sing the verses. So we're not doing like anybody's version, we're just going to sing the song. Kind of like going Christmas caroling. And then one of the ladies on my team, Ashley, is gonna be singing Oh Holy Night, and this is another version where I can't get the tracks. There's no MP3 of this. It's just, it's one of the Bethel videos. It was Reva Henry. She sang it, and there's a choir behind her, and so we're gonna do that version. I did it a few years ago at a Joyful Collective concert I did, and it was just amazing. And then we're gonna do Go Tell It on the Mountain by Morgan Harper Nichols. Now this is a new version for us, a brand new song, and I'm excited to do it. It's upbeat, and it's kind of like, it kind of has this like southern rock kind of beat to it. I don't know, bluegrassy. You should just go check it out. I'll try to link things below if I have time. And then we have our Christmas Eve service. We have 2 services this year, and I have a violin, but I don't have a full band. So we're gonna do another acoustic type thing. I'm gonna be singing Harold's Hark the Herald Angels Sing Again. I'm not going to do the big drum version. I'm just going to be strumming it on my guitar and just lead it very congregationally. Then we go into the first Noel again, same version that Phil Wickham kind. And then we go into What Child Is This? It says Chris Tomlin version. I think it's Chris Tomlin and All Sons and Daughters. There's like, it's shared by 3 vocals. Love that version. They end with like a completely a cappella last verse, which is really good. And then Away in a Manger, we're gonna steal the chords from Shane and Shane's version, but we're just gonna be doing it a cappella. And then we always end with Silent Night. This is a candlelight service, and it's a really special time because we turn all the lights down, everybody's got their candles, and we leave singing Silent Nights. It's a beautiful thing. One of my favorite services, definitely the highlight of the year. But this year is different because December 26th is our last Sunday of the year, but it's the day after Christmas. So what do? Do we sing Christmas songs? I say yes. We're going to sing Joy to the World because Jesus has come, and it's joyous, and I love that song. We're just going to sing it. Jeremy Riddle does a version with a big band. I'm just like I said, I don't have a full band that week, so I'm just going to be strumming those chords, singing it with the vocals of the congregation being like the highlighted centerpiece of that song. Pretty much the whole service. Then I'm going to go into a special scripture reading and sing O Little Town of Bethlehem, just kind of a little more reflective about what happened that night when Jesus was born and how all this waiting of a coming Messiah is finally over in this little insignificant town of Bethlehem. And then we end the year the same way I always do, singing All Glory Be to Christ. I think it's what, King's Kaleidoscope version? I think it's the King's Kaleidoscope version. What's cool about it is it's new lyrics set to the tune of Auld Lang Syne, Old Times Past, a typical New Year's type song. And so it's just cool going into the new year, finishing out the new year, singing these lyrics of All Glory Be to Christ. It says, to you who boast tomorrow's gain, tell me what is your life, a mist that vanishes at dawn. All glory be to Christ. Let living water satisfy the thirsty without price. We'll take a cup of kindness yet. All glory be to Christ. Behold, our God shall live with us and be our steadfast light, and we shall ere his people be. All glory be to Christ. His rule and reign will ever sing. All glory be to Christ. Great song and great lyrics. Well, I hope that was helpful for you. I know a lot of you don't enjoy Christmas as much as I do, but that's okay. You can still lead really well through Christmas singing these theologically rich songs. If you haven't planned Christmas yet, it's okay. You are running out of time. A little over a week, you got time, but you need to go ahead and plan now. So if you want to steal some of these ideas or let me know some other good ideas that you have, let me know in the comments down below. I feel like other people watching this video might want to see what you're doing as well. So yeah, list what you're doing down below, some set lists, maybe some songs I didn't mention that I want to try, because I'm always looking for new ideas. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. And while you're doing that, let me tell you about the 2022 Digital Worship Planner. I made this planner to help me stay on track, to get organized, to be creative. It has these interactive tabs where you can go from like month to month. You just hit the tabs, and it's conveniently made just for you, for worship leaders to know how to plan. So we have weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. It'll just scroll through, and on these we have like, you know, you can make notes under Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, meeting notes, staff meeting. I know you go to staff meeting once a week at least. This little thing right here is a liturgy service flow, so you can kind of like write in. It works really well with a pencil. This is a cheap, inexpensive knockoff of the Apple Pencil. I'll link all this below. It's actually already linked on my All My Gear page. That is linked down below. You can go check that out. And there's little prompts in here for you to get ready for the weekend. How to resource your volunteers, speaking prep, pastoring your people. That's an important thing that worship leaders do. This gives you ideas for songs to introduce, people I need to connect with, prayers and speaking transitions, call to worship ideas. You can like get your theme out for the whole month and write it all out there. You also need to turn your pencil on. You also need to lead your team well. And so there's like to-do list and rehearsal devotions you can write out, stage layout stuff. You can be creative. There's spaces in here to do all these things. One of my other favorites is goals. There's just different ways you can keep track of your goals in here. So if you want to check that out, there's actually a sale right now, a bundle where you get that and the 5-subject digital notebook as well. You can go check that out. And that's about it. I got to get back to work. I hope you guys have a good Christmas season. I got some other videos coming out real soon, so don't miss them. Hopefully I will be able to stay consistent, but we'll see. It's the holidays. I'll give myself some slack if I need it. Anyways, have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.